going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I guess it's another whispering video because I decided to oversleep today, but it's whatever. So, if you did not know, GameStop, I guess I was wrong. I was wrong about GameStop. At least that I know it for now. This is a little better than what I thought it was going to be, honestly. And not every GameStop is going to be the same. We will see another one with different allocation numbers. I would consider you to go check your allocation numbers on the GameStop. The one thing I would like... Okay, so... I know I'm getting ahead of myself. So you don't know, GameStop does kind of like put these like papers up on their outside of their door, being like, hey, this is how much stuff we have before release day, just so they can kind of let people know and stuff like that. Which I'm glad they do this, because this kind of helps people be like, hey, is it worth me waiting in line at 3 or 4 in the morning or whatever time I want to go into that, or what time should I try to go to these places and stuff like that. So guess what? The allocations are starting to pop back up. I would have to say this though, Journey Together was one of the sets they actually did kind of pre-order a little bit for, so that's an interesting factor that's going on here. So I'm kind of excited about Destined Rivals whenever that comes out, and seeing how the allocations are going to be for that. We'll have to really see there. But look, this is just one GameStop. Like I said, you're going to have to go to your local one and go check it out and stuff like that. And this is for Journey Together. I'm not 100% sure if they're doing this for MSRP. I would hope they would do it for MSRP. I don't know. Like I said, if you didn't know anything about that, let me know. But this is just one GameStop. Look at this. Sleeve boosters, 268 of them. That's crazy. Elite Trader Box, 29. Booster bundles, 43. 3-pack blisters, 2. 151 Blooming Waters, 23 available. That's a lot of product. That's an absolute lot of product. This is probably in a populated area, I would assume, or one of the bigger GameStops, I would assume so. So I'm kind of glad they're starting to actually get some product now. Like I said, me personally, I thought they're going to barely put any out there and then start selling in the second, or wait like a month and sell it for more prices. You know what I mean? Like that. That's what I kind of thought. They still might be doing that on the back end, but at least they're putting a good amount of product out there. Like I said earlier in the video, GameStop was still one of the ones that did pre-orders and stuff like that. They did cancel a good amount of pre-orders, it seems like. What's weird is they didn't cancel my pre-order, and I had 10 booster bundles and I think like 5 or 6 sleeve blisters, so they didn't cancel my order, which is very interesting to me, but I guess I just got lucky. But as we scroll down into this tweet, there will be another store that doesn't have a crazy amount of allocations, but I would say that it's better than what we've seen, because we've typically seen maybe like one ETB, maybe like 5 sleeve boosters or something like that. I mean, like that. So this is a step in the right direction. Look, this is another GameStop. I would highly suggest you to go, if you have a chance, to look at your GameStop the next, I guess today really, to go and look and see after you get off of work or whatever like that. Go there just to see how much product they have, so you can kind of know when you could kind of try to get there to be there. I know a lot of people work on Friday, so they can't wait in line and stuff like that. It's just kind of really bad environment for like people that work during the week and stuff like that right now. It really does suck, especially on release days and stuff like that. It's not the best, but some of these, like the one that we just seen, the very first one, they might have product for a very long time. Actually, we'll have to see what happens, see how many people show up. But look, this is another one somebody posted. Like I said, they're not all going to be the same. They're all not going to be perfect, but it's a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. So I'm happy about this. Like I said, GameStop did do pre-orders as well, so this kind of has to account for those as well too here. See, look, sleeve boosters, 57, ETBs, 8, booster bundles, 16, 3-pack blisters, 2. It seems like they didn't really get too many 3-pack blisters for the most part. Like I said, we were only small sample size, very small sample size here. Blooming Water, 6. It's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to take a while for it to get better and better. But this gives me hope for what Destined Rivals can be possibly. So maybe possibly they get a lot of Destined Rivals, because that's when they officially have stopped pre-orders and everything like that. Journey Together was kind of like the last kind of thing they did. They kind of made it during that time, during the transition through Journey Together and kind of stuff like that. So we'll have to really see what happens. I'm excited for this. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect. They still might be having stuff on the back end. I'm not 100% sure. But me personally, I thought we were going to be seeing maybe like 1 or 2 ETBs and stuff like that. So I'm kind of glad to see this. I really am glad to see that GameStop is kind of stepping up here. This is a small step in the right direction. I would have to say this. It is probably because they're getting a lot of backlash. Maybe potentially because of all the stuff they're selling on the secondary market for secondary prices. Because we all know how that's going. It's going absolutely insane. They're selling like ETBs for like $100 or something like that. Kind of crazy what they're doing. But like I said, at the same time, I'm not 100% sure if this is MSRP. I would kind of hope the way they do this, and I really, really do. Like I said, GameStop might start to change it up to like the way LGSs do it and stuff like that. They might, on release day, they might just start selling it at market price, which should be crazy. I don't think they really should do that, honestly. That way I feel like would really diminish their business and stuff like that. What I would suggest, if GameStop really wants to go the way they're going right now, if they actually want to have some respect for the Pokemon community, I think they should at least for I guess maybe a week or so keep stuff at MSRP. After that they can go do whatever they want to do. Yes, I don't support and I don't like that they're doing stuff for secondary prices, but at least give people a little bit of a chance of a window to try to get some product for MSRP before you go and hike it up to market prices and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure if they're doing this for market prices and stuff like that, or MSRP. I would assume so, because it does say purchase limit of 2 SKU per person. So I guess people can actually try to get 2 of each of these, it seems like, which is very interesting, honestly. But, whatever helps out, I guess. I'm kind of glad to see this. I really am. Like I said, I thought it was going to be bad. And this is one of the sets, like I'm going to keep saying, this is one of the sets that they didn't really, they have pre-orders for. So it gives me hope for the future for what can happen. We'll have to really see. Is this, like I said, is this kind of something that GameStop is just trying to be like, yeah, we're helping out the community now because we messed up a little bit? Maybe, I don't know, 100% sure. No one would tell this. But like I said, I would highly suggest you to try to go to your local GameStop and see if you can go check it. Me personally, I'm not going to these GameStops. I'm staying away. Like I said, I stick to online. It's the best for me. It works for me the best. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm excited for this. I really, really am. And it gives me some positive outlook. It does. Because now people can actually try to get some product in person, and Journey Together is one of those sets you would kind of want to get. It's not an amazing set, it's not the best set of all time, but it's at least it's some product. You don't want to pay these secondary prices. Secondary prices are absolutely insane right now, absolutely crazy. An ETB $117, crazy. Sleeve blister $10. Holy moly, this is crazy. A booster bundle $65. The prices on Journey Together makes no sense to me. Me personally, I think they will come down a good amount in price. I would assume so, at least on release day and stuff like that. So just look out to see if y'all can get some deals or good prices for these boxes. I would have to say the booster boxes seem like they're coming down a little bit. You see the booster box selling for $252. It does seem like there's 2 different ones, and the enhanced is selling for $273. So you know what I mean, like that. Like I said, prices aren't going to be perfect on this. The market we are in, it's not going to be perfect. So I have to really see how this really goes to extent. But I'm excited. This is kind of gives me some hope for the future with GameStop. Like I said, I have to see what happens. I'm excited for this. At least they're kind of doing some stuff really with this, and not like just. At least you see the pre-orders are canceling, because I haven't heard a lot of good amount of people with Journeys Together. They have got their pre-orders canceled, and I remember a couple people when I was actually in a stream, they're like, "Hey, my Journey Together pre-order got canceled, but they offered me a Blooming Waters. It was a booster box," which is very interesting because it doesn't seem like they have no booster boxes here. That's another thing too that I just thought of. So are they keeping booster boxes for something else? Like, what are they doing with the booster boxes, or do they already pre-order? They pre-order out all the booster boxes, and that's why they don't have them here. And it seems like the same thing when we went to the other one that the guy posted. It's the same exact thing for them. They didn't put no booster boxes as well there. So you know what I mean, like that. What are they keeping around the booster boxes for? That's very interesting. So like I said, at least it's something. It's not gonna be perfect, but you know what I mean, like that. We'll have to see what happens. I'm excited for it. I was wrong about GameStop. I thought they were gonna keep doing the same amount of allocations and just put it to the secondary market or whatever like that. But something, it's like I said, it is how we have to take anything at this point. It seems like anything positive. So I'm excited for this. Let me know y'all thoughts. Let me know if y'all stopped by GameStop and seen if you could see how much you had, because it seems like there's actually a decent amount. But let me know what you think about this. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the page, and join the Discord. See you in the next one. Peace.